everyone, this is Michelle Zhang calling from Shenzhen, China. So we are doing this video record for the ToP Network annual gathering for 2023. So I'm meeting my friend Alison. So Alison, could you say something to our audience?
Hello everybody, I'm Alison. I am speaking to you from South Africa, which is where I live and work.
Yeah, thank you, Alison, for joining us for this year to bring something new. Before that, I would like to let our friends know how we met before. Do you remember that?
Yes, it was, I think, 2019, and we were both part of a group who were doing the ULab with MITx, and a colleague of mine actually was looking for a group for us to get together to be able to do their peer coaching method, and it was just great to be in the same group as you.
Thank you, Alison. Yeah, that memory was one of my most beautiful in 2019. I was so grateful that to meet you and your colleagues from South Africa. So that somehow connected us to each other. And after that, we become friends on Facebook. Until this year, I found something new. This book on your Facebook, so that I know you were part of this book. Could you say something more about that?
Someone else who I've met online on the east coast of Australia, she invited some of us to join a cookbook bistro, it was called, to share our ideas for how we use storytelling as facilitators. And out of that process of a few different workshops online that we did, she and a colleague put this together. It's in fact their second book of facilitating with stories. And at the back of the book are these different sections which were contributed by those of us who had an activity that we had brought to our storybook bistro that we'd done online. And the one that I had worked with was releasing stories through pictures. And what I share, because we asked also to say about what our philosophy is as facilitators using stories. And the point that I made is that it doesn't matter whether you're working with a for-profit company group, whether you're working with non-profits, whether you're working in community. There's a common thread that we are wanting to break down barriers and to build bridges so we have this connection, the sense of belonging in the space.
Wow.
And stories, I think, are just a wonderful way of creating that. They take us out of our heads into our bodies, that get us to connect emotionally with each other. And even though they're taking us out of our heads, they actually release what's in both our heads and our bodies, because it releases the tacit knowledge, the knowledge that's there within the people that make up the group. So it also enhances the creativity and the innovation. And to me, it's connection and it is innovation.
Oh, that's fantastic, Alison. You know that the theme of our TNEC 2023 is transforming the fire of facilitation, building belonging and sparking innovation. That's why I sent my invitation to you, welcome you to our community to bring your wisdom and your experiences with us to, how we use our facilitation skills, methods with the stories. So I'm so glad that you said yes to me.
And I'm really looking forward to working with you and to meeting the community. Then we're going to have the two sessions. In our first session, the people in the group are going to be putting on the hat of being a participant. Forget about being a facilitator for a bit and just feel what it is like to be part of a group doing some work together. And we will use the power of our stories. We will open that up through some pictures, some objects, and we'll have a very focused, strategically orientated way of using those stories or releasing those stories. And then we'll go into the second session, which you might want to tell everybody about.
Yeah, thank you, Alison. That's when you're talking about your method, that remind me of how facilitation can make meanings for what we experienced. So in the session 2, that's mainly my part, that I will use one method from ToP that's called focused conversation method, so that we have different layers to help our participants to really think about what we experienced can really help us to move forward. So that in this session, all the participants will again put their facilitator hat on. Then they will act in a facilitation role to really think about how we can use facilitation with story and how we can use our skills, our strength to really help the group to extra their meanings from the power of stories, so that somehow we will co-create, see the group how they will use, how they will apply this method into their job life. So that is something I'm very excited to support the group.
I think it's going to be a great session together. I think it's going to be an experience that takes us through many layers. And I'm also appreciative of the opportunity to go back to seeing things as a participant, because I've realized that as facilitators, we sometimes get so accustomed to our view as a facilitator that we have not so much lost it completely, but we're not always feeling quite what it was like initially to be part of something that is new, that is a little bit strange, and we want to create enough safety for people to feel that they can really contribute. And so the method that we use helps to create that feeling of comfort and safety and belonging.
Yeah, thank you, Alison. I like that a lot. Safe space somehow hold the space that people feel, to explore the diversity in the room, how they feel equal to each other. When they feel comfortable, feel safe, they can explore more. So that inclusive space can really help the group to feel like they're comfortable to share anything they want to and really find the power inside of themselves to support their personal growth.
I absolutely agree with you.
And I'm so happy that we together can work these sessions and to really bring our new idea to the TNAP 2023. So we are looking forward who you are looking at this video. So you can really register our sessions to come with us to explore.
Yes, looking forward to meeting you all.
Yeah, thank you.